Alright, I'm good. Stream's fired up.
Alright, we gotta wait.
on Ouija.
Yeah.
Why
We do hear your fan, by the way.
Share... That's my laundry. Or that's my washer. Hold on.
Ah, okay.
This is the
Is that
wash.
better?
Yeah.
Okay, you probably only hear it when I'm talking, though.
Yep.
No, we don't. We don't really hear. Not nearly as much.
Okay.
So.
How do I sound? Because I am laying back.
The voice
You sound
mod
good.
is on.
You sound
Yeah,
alright.
your voice mod's on.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
sound
was
good,
talking
you're
about
clear.
volume-wise.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Alright, cool.
Adorable. I'm dead.
Get your ass back here!
Yeah, I gotta.
Okay,
Gonna
well,
have
I
Steph
guess
fix the
I'll
shock
do
face.
the... Nope. Well, while we're waiting, at the very least, let me see. Any little, like, white flowers that you see that are, like, on the ground and glowing have remnants of, I believe he said life magic? If you use any of your sights, I know your armor will immediately detect that and might think it's a threat. I don't know how the armor fully works yet. Does the armor think? How does the armor work?
Unknown. It's basically just for safety reasons, unless actual threat pops up.
Well, yeah. I mean, does it detect danger, or is it just like regular armor? Like it doesn't detect, it's just something he wears.
It detects danger.
Okay. What does it classify as danger?
Murderous intent.
Okay, so it would not detect the flowers as dangerous. Once you get further into the cave, you, due to your soul bond with Bree, are going to detect like death magic and like death affinity. Hints of would you be able to detect the emotion behind it? Roll a d20 for me to see if you can fully detect shit on there.
That's the wrong channel.
I don't think you have. What sites does Isiah have again, and which ones are passive, if any?
Isiah had any sights? Fuck.
That one, he ain't noticing a goddamn thing.
No, you're not.
I don't
Ouija
think
twerks behind me.
I don't think he has any sights.
All right, noted.
Yeah, all the sites are tied to
you
Aaron.
have are passive, if any?
None. None are passive.
None are passive. All right. You will have to let me know what you use and when. I know me and well, either one of us, since we're co-DMing. You will mostly be leading it. I'll be doing like tidbits of like finer details. Yeah. Was just going over simple notes of like stuff they would sense or feel as they go throughout the area. He has a soul bond with Bree, as you know. Has a connection to a death affinity. So I told him that he would detect death magic and death affinity down in the cave. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Because that was pretty much it that I told.
As far as what he would detect, does he
sense,
have
feel? Yeah.
Quick question.
I think the whole Devi, yeah.
Since Isiah technically has been with Bree, would he be able to recognize death magic?
I think
Roll a d20 to see.
To answer your question that I think you were about to ask, he's got the triad of sights, but none of them are passive.
okay.
So if he activates any of them, I'll let you know.
Gotcha. I was gonna say also because of Devi's
yeah.
connection to him,
Mhm.
I don't know if Aaron would be able to feel even a little bit of what, like the, I guess, lingering effects that are there.
Nope.
Besides
I got a
the
4. Never mind.
death magic. So,
Okay.
Nope.
If you're talking
I already
about
rolled for that.
emotions and all that, I already had him roll. He got a nat 1. He ain't noticing shit.
all right.
And he got a 4.
Yeah.
So you ain't noticing anything. As far as death magic goes.
Okay.
To you, it's just a regular ass cave. Okay. I already told them about the flowers that have life magic if either one of them use their sights, because that was just a given. And yeah, that's all I really went over.
Actually,
Yeah.
given that it's a new space and the fact that Ouija said that cultists and shit would be nearby, he would scan upon arrival the area with detect magic and soul sight. So the flowers he would see, but anything else that he would notice upon arriving with scanning those two senses.
Hold on, let me get the thing to open all that up. He would probably be able to see and kind of sense the ambient mana inside of the cave. Be able to quickly notice that the connection to Ouija that it has, because basically a lot of the mana that was in the cave, the natural like mana that was around, has been, I guess, replaced with lingering remnants of Ouija's mana over there.
Okay, so it's kind of, in a sense, it's wafting out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that covers it for this for the initial. We get
And I
further into the
imagine-
cave and
I imagine he doesn't sense anybody nearby with his soul sight.
No, he wouldn't sense anybody nearby.
Okay.
The cave has been abandoned.
Any wildlife that he would pick up with soul sight?
Just the usual that you would probably think of. There would be some foxes nearby, an owl or two inside the trees.
So they're not running away.
No. There would be kind of a clear distance that they keep, like after a certain amount of distance from the cave, there would be a cutoff and there's no animals within that.
Gotcha.
Area. Almost like they just completely avoid that.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me stand
You would
up.
also notice another mana that he doesn't recognize there. That would be from when Gray went there to get Ouija. So.
Okay. What affinity is that?
It would be water affinity.
Oh, water. My bad.
Gotcha.
Is water the ones that love flowers, or is it like did I say the wrong thing?
No, water would be gray. Remember we talked about the water inside the cave, and that's Gray's doing that it stays in there.
Okay, and the flowers are life affinity, right? The glowing flowers?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't get anything wrong.
No, you were on point.
Alrighty, and we are all set to go when y'all are.
Good to go.
Ready.
Yeah.
Birds up in 3, 2, 1.
Yay. So glad to be back here.
I can already see your mana coming out of the cave. You don't have a water affinity.
Well, that would be from when my brother came and got me out of here.
I see. And the flowers?
Well, I couldn't tell you how they got here, but telling from the mana coming off of them, I would guess that they put them there to, I guess, block my mana signature from coming out. A lot of good that did.
Yeah, I was about to say. Good idea in theory, in practice, it did fuck all.
Yeah, basically. To be honest with you, rooting for the fact that this place was so dishonored. I wouldn't be surprised if someone would have found it.
It is in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and a bitch to get to on top of it.
Oh,
Well, let me rephrase, a bitch for people without wings and flight.
so I'm guessing it's in there. Obviously.
Yeah.
That would be the place. Devi, you gonna be alright going back in there?
I'll be fine.
We're not being followed at least. No visitors waiting inside.
That's good to hear. It would be kind of strange for them to come back after all this time, considering how run down this place has become. Figured they haven't been here in quite a while.
Mhm. Mm.
Are you sure you're alright coming back here? Remember to take a break as needed.
I know, it's not real.
Can get either one of you out at a moment's notice if needed.
I appreciate it. Focus on them. I've had time to make peace with the things that they're seeing at the moment.
Debbie bite their hand. Oh,
Stop. You can take a break to breathe. It's
no.
fine.
The longer I'm in here, the worse it'll get. Just go. Still don't understand how you spend so fucking long in there. So fucking cool.
Shit.
Well, I didn't have much choice in the matter for one, but well, after a certain amount of time, you could say you get used to it in a way.
Yeah. Fucking Yeah. It's just up ahead.
Now,
For those that can fly, this will be a breeze, and for those who can't, well, last I checked, there's nothing in the water for you to be worried about, so.
You need a lift.
I got fire. I can just use my fire.
Alright. Doubt anything would decide to move in here, considering
No.
mine and Gray's manor around here.
Yeah, I had a theory
So-
about that. That's also why I went on by. Since Gray's mana is still residual in the area, I figured walking through the water where it is could help with the whole mental trickery. It did. It's a bit dull now. But symbol. Well as the giant one on the wall. Or arcane these sigils in years.
Ah, you're speaking to the elf.
I can't fucking tell. Okay, have you dealt with the generic arcane ones ever?
Not much experience. A little bit that I've seen in the archives and library back at home, but I don't remember any of them off rip. I recognize a fire, I recognize an earth, elf, sigil, axie, and the others I don't recognize at all.
What about you?
I know I did some research on elephant. I thought I had to dig it up.
Well, now at least you guys can take better pictures of them. I only got the one picture to show you. You can get close-ups now.
True. I assume you're fine with us doing that.
No.
Well, I'm making sure since this was his prison.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There lies the problem. When I was sealed, I'm pretty sure that I should have been sealed in the spot. I should have stayed in the spot that I had been sealed. So whatever moved me down here.
Off top of your head, do you know if all of this was at the previous spot you were sealed at?
I wouldn't really be able to know. At the time, I was fighting my corruption much the same way Themis was fighting his tenants at the time.
Do you know where you were last sealed? Do you remember?
That, yes.
Might be worth checking there sometime. See if this is either there or if there's signs of this concrete. Actually.
I've been there. Things have been moved around. There's no concrete there with this symbol. But
Does it look like anything was there?
a bit. Some of the runes and symbols that I would say was from my ceiling are still there, though decayed. It's quite possible somebody moved me because the seal was weakening in the first place, but once again, I don't know who.
The only reason I was wondering is because I was wondering if this even belongs in here.
It's possible it doesn't.
Because if you look closely, it doesn't quite match up with the rest of the concrete around.
You good?
You're right.
Almost looks newer.
Yeah. Fine.
You're right. I didn't notice this before.
That's why I was wondering if this even belonged here and if maybe they just moved the entire slate.
Yeah,
But
that is possible.
I've gotten pictures of each individual sigil. I can take it back with me and take a look through my library and see if any of the sigils or I could ring any bells. If I glean any meaning from them, I'll send it your way.
I'd appreciate
Or at least send you what I find that's the closest match to any of the sigils. But the big one in the middle, I don't think I'll find anything in my library.
Well, we found that one book at Vocarium that had the symbol in there. Hopefully.
Starting point. Maybe if you can find the author, maybe that might lead to something.
Possibly. Debbie,
Yeah,
you alright?
I'm fine. Didn't have conversation.
Well, we've we've gotten the pictures that we mainly came for.
I don't think there's much more we'll be able to glean out of here, to be honest.
I don't think so. And it doesn't look like they can handle much more.
That's what I was thinking.
Or that they should.
I don't think so.
Out of character, that was my dad.
Oh,
Dev, you did say that the water helped you a bit. It might be best to go and stand in there for a moment.
Yeah.
Are you alright with me taking a sample of the flowers?
Go right on ahead.
Maybe Naomi will be able to figure out what they are and if they hold any significance. If not, I've got Asha who's a Fae, and Fae love their fucking nature, so...
Feel free to take some of the bell flowers on your way out also.
Oh well.
I'm 100% sure what those are.
There.
Well, as much as I would say I hope I never see this fucking place again, I know for a fact I'm gonna have to come back again.
Out of character because I forget, what was Ouija feeling again as he left? Or
It would be nervous disbelief, kind of. Fear, definitely.
okay, gotcha. Mhm.
Out of curiosity, what kinds of ruins would these look like? Would they look like typical human ruins, elven ruins of some kind, or just unknown?
With these being built by people and it being of different, long-lasting species, the base of it would look elven, but there would be touches to it from other things.
Gotcha.
Remind yourself that you are not there. This is, I promise.
I'm just gonna go back.
No, you're not.
It always happens every time.
This is not a night.
It's not real. It's
It is
weird.
Let's get you as far away from the cave. Okay.
I still assume nobody on Soul Site.
Let's see. Actually, you can roll for perception on this one as we come out.
Alright. Hang on, John.
Hi, Dad.
If the other two would also like to roll for perception on any type of sites, you can. Devi would be at a disadvantage from being
No.
in there.
No, I can tell you right now, no.
16 total.
She's not even attempting to look for anything.
Okay. And Isaiah?
He has no sights. All of his sights were tied to air when he was with Morrow.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll. D20, I'm guessing?
Yep, D20.
Okay, and you said a disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, we'll give you about a 2 disadvantage.
Oh, just a -2?
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
I hear. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Okay, so when you say at disadvantage, that means they roll 2 dice and then they take the lower of the number. When you roll for advantage, you roll 2 dice and then you take the higher of the number. What you're talking about is a negative modifier, meaning you have a modifier of like plus or minus, positive or negative to whatever roll you have. So is it still a negative modifier or a disadvantage?
It would still be negative modifier.
Okay, then still 17.
Okay. Well, I think that, well, yeah, you would both be able to, since you would see for a brief moment in that tree across from us,
Mm-hmm.
there would be, for the briefest moment, almost like a silhouette in white before it disappeared.
How long is it there?
It would only be there for a few seconds before it.
Like, it's there,
Can I roll
you
for
blink.
accuracy?
Oh, go ahead.
What would that do?
He is going to pull out a pebble out of his pocket, toss it, and it's going to turn into a lightning arrow towards the silhouette.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
And which
Is
That
that
would-
also what Debbie sees?
Sorry.
D100.
Yes.
What'd you say?
She ain't doing shit.
Which site were you? Or were you
Soul
just
site.
rolling for a straight perception?
He was using Soul Sight, and then now he's rolling. I'm rolling accuracy on a D100 for the lightning spear or the lightning arrow. That is a 81.
It would go and it would hit, but barely.
Does anything fall, or does the figure still disappear?
A piece of cloth from the figure's clothes would have fell off, slightly singed.
That's good enough. And the figure disappears like normal, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. I am ready to play that out when you are.
Debbie would notice the white figure. Not in any shape to do anything about it. Fuck that figure. Anyways.
Alright.
Alright, let me roll for perception also.
Okay.
And,
Let me know when you're ready to play it out.
Wait.
this will actually be at disadvantage because Ouija's.
While you do your roll, is it okay if I DM over Zexel real quick? For that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Since he stated that it was just a plain white figure, and you have your family's armor on, I'll let you roll for perception to see if you see it still. You wouldn't see any like soul or any like magic. You would just see like a plain white silhouette. If you get high enough.
Oh my, your lightning looks yellow in here. Oh.
Golden lightning.
4, nope.
Already, mother. Got it. You got that piss lightning. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So Ouija would notice it, but barely. We'll say like a few seconds before Aaron launches that pebble up there. Because he would be focused on trying to get Devi far enough away from the cave.
Quick question before we play it out. Is there any affinity tied to the piece of cloth? Any enchantments or anything on it?
It wouldn't really be an enchantment. You would tell that there was a life affinity running through it.
Okay. Because he's checking the cloth before he picks it up, so just make things smooth. I wanted to ask that ahead of
Back
time.
to Depresso.
Okay.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, action.
What's that?
Missed.
No.
Know
Come
something,
on, let's
Ouija?
get you further away.
Actually,
Thought I saw something.
You did, that's why I threw a rock.
I hate that fucking cave.
You and me both.
What was that?
I don't know. Some figure in white. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the cloth. Something dropped off of it. Float it down.
Alright.
I'll go with you. Better to have backups in case.
Good idea.
Place. It's supposed to be abandoned.
Yeah. Some life affinity on it.
From seeing it up close, you would see a gold pattern around the edges of it. Likely something that someone in a high position of power would wear.
Color scheme reminds me of some religious bullshit. Wait. Didn't you say they used to go by something divine?
Yeah.
I think a divine, I think a white and gold.
Divine Right? Maybe? Something like that. No, it was a cheesy name.
Something along those lines.
Life affinity, they might be the ones maintaining the flowers.
I don't know. That's...
Why would they bother maintaining the flowers if you're out, though? The whole purpose was to cover your
If
stay
they
in
even
there.
know you're out.
They'd have to know. If anybody's gone in to check, they would have to know.
Fair.
I feel like after they decide to flood the place
Hold
and kill
on.
everybody that was inside, they would have to know.
How about we discuss this away
Out of here.
from this place, considering there may be ears.
Yes. If Will's one, there's probably others nearby. And best not to fly or walk out of here in case of an ambush either.
It's okay. Come on, Victor.
Have questions.
I'll get them answered later. Come on. Come on.
I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Be safe getting out of here.
We will.
You too.
Come on.
We should leave post haste.
Aaron is blinking along the trees and along the cliff to make sure nobody else is nearby, essentially overwatch for the group.
not see anybody else or anything else. Just the animals I mentioned before still being around.
Any signs of a campfire smoke or anything indicating a camp or anything of the sort anywhere in the distance?
Nope.
Okay. Once he knows it's clear, he is gone.
Gotcha.
Evie's not wasting any time. She just flies out.
Damn, alright.
Are you able to find your way out from here? Do I need to drop a portal for you?
I should be able to find my way out from here, thank you.
No problem. Travel safe.
I gotta start somewhere in redemption with everybody else. I'm already in a deep shit with 2 women.
I would say that might be the worst of it, to be honest.
Gotta start somewhere.
Hell have no fury.
Alright, I'm headed out.
And she.
Damn. Yep, you do have yellow
You and
light
your
on
piss
shit. You
evening.
like the Flash.